I just realized this whole time I've been talking, and I didn't have, I didn't have the audio on. Whoops! My meeting is over. The standings were there. I said some stuff about the standings. The train trolls here, they are really stupid. So their nega trait is they have to roll a d6, and they have to roll a d6. On a 4+, they lose their action, they lose their tackle zones unless they have a friendly player next to them to tap them on the shoulder and remind them that they're in a game. Then it's a 2+. Flavius, thank you for the bits. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm so sorry. This whole time I've been yammering away. I'm sorry. Yeah, every Tuesday at 8:30, I have a standing meeting from 8:30 to 9-ish. Ooh, Looney Blitz on the rush. Gets a stun on Cosgood, creeps the number 15 Wraith. Well, let's see. What did we miss? I talked about how goblins play. I talked about the standings. I laughed hysterically how the Fnatic missed in turn 1 entirely. So the way the Fnatic works here is Cobblestorm chooses a cardinal direction. Right? So up, down, left, or right. And then, whichever direction they choose, the Looney will move randomly into one of the 3 spaces in that direction. He gets to move 3 times and will knock over, or will block or not, or armor break anything in that space. Friend or foe, standing or prone. If it's prone, of course, then it will just be an armor break. Foul with the Hooligan, gets a stun, get nothing out of it, really. You were like a tree that fell in the woods. I'm so sorry. Turn 2 back to Conspicuous. Oh, I also talked about how I love this ball. This is an awesome ball. And Chime automatically wins due to the ball. 3 die blitz by Captain Cutler. Gets a pow out of this. Breaks armor. Gets a stun. Yeah, so Goblin team is a stunty team, and they're I talked about this too. But the way they're defined is they have access to all these secret weapons, right? Bribes are cheap. They can pick up bribes, and they have a ton of secret weapons they can pick up as well. You can see 2 on the pitch here, the Looney and the Fnatic here. But being secret weapons means that they only get to participate for a single drive before the ref notices and calls them off the pitch. That's a good use for the bribes. You can see Gutter did pick up a single bribe. Could stay on the pitch if Cobblestorm successfully argues the call, but regardless, that's what these 2 players in reserve are for the inevitable removal of the 2 secret weapons. Fielding both secret weapons here in turn 1, trying to get removals early here. This chainsaw is great. It's a +3. It can kick back on a 1, and if it does, it's a +3. That's not the Looney's here. It can kick back, and if it does, it's a +3 to the Looney. Has access to all sorts of goblinish tricks and gimmicks. Pogo sticks, hang gliders, you name it. The Troll can throw these goblins. Does have throw teammate. The goblins have right stuff. Trolls can throw them, but might also eat them in the process. And there's that failed really stupid roll here. Won't re-roll this, so making friends, the number 11 Troll is going to remain really stupid and loses their tackle zones. Clifey says the cat likes listening to him. He does not like listening to me doing the dishes. the Hooligan, I could have sworn the Hooligan made noise. I guess not. Like in-game. Although that'd be very obnoxious. Turn 3 now for Conspicuous Disunion. Necro team, very solid team out of the gate. There is no, every piece on this team has regen except for the ghouls, but there's no ghouls on this roster. The werewolf and the ghouls, those are really the only ball carriers for this team, the only effective ball carriers. So you can bet that Chime is going to be hunting that werewolf and trying to remove that werewolf. If that werewolf gets removed from the pitch, then Chime has, or Cobblestorm will be hunting him. Chime has no real ball carriers. The whites, they don't have hands. They can't carry the ball. The zombies, very slow. KO here by the white. And now it's 10v10 on the pitch. SP Beaver says, do the goblins have 2 trolls? They do indeed. Life says, no ghouls. Did he have some when they died, or is not having them a choice? I mean, anything's a choice. I don't know if this was a choice or not. Did have a full roster, so I assume it was a choice. Failed rush by Minor 49er. Spent the reroll as well. We just looked up the rules for this. Page 44. It fails 900% of the time. Turn 4 now for the gunner Gitz. Yeah, I like to have as many of those pieces on my Necro team as possible. You can't have them all at the start of a season, TV 1 million. But one is very few. There's a mark on the werewolf. Yeah, Gunner Gitz going after that wolf. The Fanatic spinning their way down pitch. That was 1 movement, 2 movements. Who probably says it? Is it in the index? I don't read it. That's how I get my rules. Let's see. I'm going to tell you how to play Blood Bowl right now. Ready? Here we go. Accurate actions. The active team, agility, always hungry. Badlands Brawl, dice, D3, D68, D16, exhibition play, marking and marked players, hiring players, prayers to Nuffle, the end. Got it. Ready to go. Gonna get a job. Moves back to center pitcher on the opposing 2-yard line. Blitz on the wolf. 2-die blitz. Gets the knockdown. Mighty blow in play. Just 8+ breaks armor here. This could be a big loss for the Necro team. There's the armor break. Got a stun out of it. I don't think anybody's in position to foul the werewolf. Repositions the blitzer to take a mark on the zombie of Mr. Hyde. Failed 3+ dodge in the left wide zone. We'll let that one rock. That'll be a turnover. Final turn of the first quarter coming up. Conspicuous Disunion on defense. They're finding themselves kind of split apart here. They have a contingent of 4 on the left. The rest of the team is on the right. Black Knight, Mr. Wickles stunned. Mr. Wickles stunned. And he's a cool somebody in. This is going to be almost certainly a foul attempt. Probably not with a troll, but a foul attempt if a goblin can get down. A goblin can get down pitch. I keep wanting to say ghoul. This is the big weak point on this particular roster, in my opinion, right now, is just the fact that there's the 1 werewolf and no ghouls. Blitz on the troll. 2-die blitz. Double pals. That'll work. 10+ breaks armor. Big hit on the troll. They only have an enemy of 4. That means 3 to stand up leaves them with 1 next turn. And more importantly, they can't block. Oh, good armor break. It's a stun though. Gonna get that bread. Stunned on the right side of the line of scrimmage. 2-die block. I'm gonna get good. This is a push by Captain Cutler. Turn 5 now for the Gunner Gitz. Second quarter begins. didn't tell you. I didn't tell you in the meeting. What I'm going to do this week is change some buttons to be squircles. Hooray! We got the squirks. The squirk sounds like something you don't want to have, actually. Sounds like something you go to the doctor for. Doctor, I have the squirks. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Dude, I stand up blitz by making friends. It's a push on, who was it? The caveman. The fanatic gotta get smart, having just a grand old time by himself over the left side of the pitch. Yep, I gotta replace some buttons with some squircles. I block at center pitch here by Eats is Green Erg. Gets a knockdown, no armor break. Turn 5 for Conspicuous Disunion. I'm going to play a board game tomorrow called Horseless Carriage. I've been reading the rules. The rules are fairly straightforward. This game is going to be madness. Absolute madness. It's about building cars when cars were new. Simple, right? Flavie says, what does the index have to say about the rules? Let's see if there's an index. Frenzy followed by the werewolf. Breaks armor on the troll! The index didn't say that. Got a stun out of this, but now trying to dodge to bring the werewolf to safety. Spends a reroll here. Moves the werewolf to the right side. There's no index in this rebuild. It's made by a Dutch game company called Splotter Spellen. They're renowned even for making wonderful strategic and deep games, but the productions are quite austere. There's never anything on the back of the box. It's just pure white. 2-9 block over in the left wide zone here on turn 6 for the gunner. Gets a push out of it. Like, it's all about manufacturing cars and selling them to people, and it's not easy. I can already tell. I've never played before. It's not going to be easy. Like, the rules are fine, but like figuring out like the markets and building your factory and having like a dealership to sell the cars, and you know, these people want reliable cars and these people want, you know, cars that have a long range, and I could manufacture this for this amount of money, but they only want to pay that amount of money. It seems great, but I don't know how I'm going to get my head around it. But I'm excited to try. Ball advances down pitch to the left wide zone to the 12-yard line, just off the left sideline. I love this. This is the best. The chalk outline with the skeleton. Oh, kudos. Kudos to Cyanide. That's great. Double skulls here on the block. Use the team reroll. Got through Loner. Loner on a 3+ on these trolls rather than a 4+. Breaks armor, well done. Clavius, thank you very much for the bits. So you can see here, this is a 3+ loner. This is different from the old rules where loner was all the same. Loner, all these traits and skills with parentheses can have different values. So Mighty Blow can be a +1 or a +2. Dirty Player can be a +1 or a +2. Loner can be 3+ or 4+. It's got like a metallic walk to it. Blitz on the Ooligan. Gets a dodge push out of this. Like he says, are there any players with 2+ loner? I don't think that's a thing. So no, I guess is the answer to your question. Gets a push, follows up, or doesn't follow up, but continues the movement with the blitzer to take a mark on the ball carrier. Baron Bucky, welcome to the stream. Baron Bucky says you can get it from a Pred Nuffle. Fair point. Thanks for mentioning. That's a very fair point. Removal by the werewolf. Werewolf Claws not really coming into play this evening unless against the troll. Double pals against Gonna Get Good here, looking for an 8+. Turn 4 for the Goner. Turn 7 for the Goner Gitz. Have to end this turn in scoring position. They're already there. Taking a mark on that werewolf. Here's the Fanatic trying to hit somebody, hopefully not a teammate. Oh boy. Oh, maybe not go to the left or the wow, worked out going straight ahead. Actually got the flesh golem, but rolled double skulls, had to re-roll it, got the knockdown. All stunty teams are difficult to coach, in my opinion. So it's always fun to see a coach pick up a stunty team and make something work. Here we go. Got through the foul appearance roll here. Gets the knockdown. We're gonna get a job on the blitz. This is the ball carrier. The Wraith will sidestep to the sideline. Gonna get a job. We'll move forward, and we'll see if they'll walk in the end zone here. Failed the rush. Got to spend the reroll. There it is. Well done. 1-0. The Gunner Gitz. Get on the board. Clavius, thank you very much for the bits. We'll see if these secret weapons stay on the pitch. One did not. And now a bribe will be spent. Secret weapon of player format. Keeps trying to argue with the ref, and the ref says, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm telling you. Get off the pitch. Bribe spent on the loony naturally. Naturally. Had to make a decision there whether to lose the loony and keep the bribe for the second half or just get the loony for a couple of turns. Decided to get the loony for a couple of turns. So gonna get Zane to be on the pitch for 2 turns. Screening out this Necro team. Has to screen out this Necro team. The Necro team with a significant speed advantage. You see these goblins. MA6, right? That's average. And then you've got this werewolf with an MA of 8. I shouldn't say significant speed advantage. It would be significant, I think, if there were more of the ghouls and another werewolf or something. But still can't afford to let this werewolf get by them. Oh, it's not even 2 turns. It's 1 turn. Oh. So 11v11 on the pitch, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8, 9, 10, 11. So back up to 22 on the pitch here for the final turns of the first half. Here's the kick. 2 zombies back. The Looney with the kick. The onside kick. Weather's going to remain the same. Ball kick to the right sideline on the 4. Is Conspicuous Union, or Conspicuous Disunion, going to try to get on the board this half? Blocking, you got to get good as a push. Gets in the right wide zone. Gets the knockout thanks to the block skill. Gets the armor break. Got a removal as well. We'll see if that sticks for the second half. I love this ball. This ball's amazing. Seconds left in turn 7. Conspicuous Disunion. Taking a block on the line. Gets a knockdown. Deacon Creeper Carlswell on the block. This doesn't seem like a very safe pitch to play on. I'm just saying. Your groundskeeper could do a little more work. Werewolf on the ball pickup. 3+ pickup works out. This ball will stay on the pitch in the hands of the werewolf. But now with the werewolf collecting the ball, I don't think anybody's going to be able to score. So turn 8 for the Goner Gitz. This will end. This half will end 1-0 in favor of the Goblin team. But the Necro team will be on offense to start the second half. You know, I want a pizza. I want like a 9:30 at night pizza. Try to get some use out of this Looney, but doesn't get anything out of it. That'll be the end of the Looney this game, unless Cobblestorm can argue the call. A foul with the hooligan. Gets nothing out of that as well. Doesn't get called off the pitch. Dodge. Take a mark for the 2-dive block on the Witch Doctor. Gets a push out of this. Can't afford to take a trade there when you're the weaker AV player, especially when you're AV class. Turn 8 for Conspicuous Disunion. Final turn of the first half. They're not going to be able to score. Didn't want to throw the werewolf down pitch to get murdered. Still very much play for the win here. Again, they're up against this fragile, stunty team. If they can get significant player advantage, they can get this ball in the end zone, recover the ball, and score 2-1. Blitz by the Wraith. 2-die blitz on the Hooligan, gets a POW here. 8+ breaks armor. Got the armor break. Well done. Very well done. Got rid of the nuisance, the Hooligan off the pitch. That's the fouler. And now takes a foul himself, gets nothing out of it. What was that? Who was that? Sea Beast on the foul. Got nothing out of it. 1-0 to score at the half. Conspicuous Disunion will be on offense here to start the second half of this game. They're going to have 11 players, I think. All right, going to try to argue the call once more for the Looney. Ref, listen, he's fine. He's cool. The ref says he's not. Get him off my pitch. That's the end of the Looney for this game. So down 2 players here for the Gunner Gitz. They'll have 9 on the pitch versus all 11 for the Necro team. SB Beaver says, maybe if the Wraith just drops his knife, he could pick up the ball. I mean, just, you know, just put the knife down, man. So the 2 trolls on the line as well as gonna get good. Still trying to screen out the Necro team here. Lost the 2 players to the inside in the secondary. Mr. Wickles, the werewolf, the one effective ball carrier back to receive, and this is going to be a fairly shallow kick here. 6 players get to move on the quick snap. That could potentially be all of them. I don't see why it wouldn't be. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3, 4. Wraith probably moves in. Indeed, 5 and 6. All of the linos move across the line of scrimmage. Ball kicked to the 10, just outside the right wide zone. Turn 9 begins. Conspicuous Disunion back up to 2 rerolls for the game. They are down 0-1. They don't have to worry about the secret weapons anymore. Now it's just about, they don't even have to worry about the Hooligan. It's just about murdering linemen and watching out for those trolls. Did I say turn 8? 2-die block here, gets a POW, gotta get good, looking for an 8+. There it is. Got the removal, well done. That's a 3-man player advantage now. Two-die block against the troll, gets a knockdown here, 10+ breaks armor. It's really just about controlling these trolls, preventing them from taking their blocks. 2-die block against number 10, gets a POW out of this. Both trolls knocked down. It was a very good meeting, but nobody got to see the cool work I did 2 weeks ago. We've got something else to do first. Failed the 3+ pickup here. Will Conspicuous Disunion re-roll this? I don't think so. Yeah, they'll leave that on the ground. That'll be a turnover. Turn 9 now for the Gunner Gitz. Standing up the trolls. There's 2 trolls with a strength of 5. They're eating up 4 opposing players, right? You have the flesh golem with a strength of 4 and an assist. You have a flesh golem with a strength of 4 and an assist. It also means the blocks have to come from left or right. throwing a goblin. Didn't eat him, so... oh, no. Oh, he stays on the pitch. Didn't eat him. So the always hungry roll you can see here. 2+. I think it's still the same as the old game where if you roll a 1, you roll it a second time, and if you roll a snake eyes, then you eat the teammate. Can't get the guy in. Yeah. Yep. So when you go to throw a teammate with really hungry, you got to roll a d6. It's effectively a 2d6 and you roll snake eyes, but you roll a d6. If you roll a 1, then you roll the other one. If you roll a 1 again, you eat the goblin. SP Beaver says, you know, if you have to worry about your teammate eating you, maybe you need a better team. Maybe you need a team with guys strong enough to eat you, huh? Big 5+ pickup here by Gonna Get Up Early. Marked ball, marked twice in fact, once by the Wraith, once by the Werewolf. Knocks this ball out to the left. Turn 10 now for Conspicuous Disunion. Two-die block, I've got to get up early. Just a push. Just a push. Follows up, it'll be another block, this time a frenzy block. So potential 4 dice here on got to get up early. Has to spend the re-roll here, gets a push. This will be a follow-up. Gets a dodge push out of this. They've got to get up early, got to remain on their feet. And 8 through a re-roll here. So Conspicuous Disunion down to 1 re-roll for the game. 2-die block back at the line of scrimmage against Gonna Get a Job. Gonna Get a Job. A dodge push away on the block. It's a knockout in the right wide zone. 43 seconds to go here in turn 10. Gets the knockdown with Cos. Good creeps here thanks to the block skill. Knocks down the troll. Didn't take it from left to right, took it from right to left instead. Got the 1-die block out of it. Now this block will be a knockdown or a follow-up. Second mark taken against. Gotta get off my butt. Number 6. Goblin lineman. The number 9 Goblin lineman. Dude, I have blocked the left line so it gets a foul here. Gotta get strong. Not a whole lot of armor breaks here. Turn 10 for the Goddard Gitz. Cobblestorm will take that. Thank Nuffle for every turn, or you don't lose one of your gobos. Successful dodge by Gonna Get a Job. Trolls stand up. Somewhat of a fight for the ball currently. Blitz 3+ dodge, spends another reroll. That's a free reroll, but fails the dodge. And gets knocked out for the trouble. Spent the blitz, didn't get anything out of it, failed the dodge. Now blitz coming up on, Gonna Get Up Early. Pushed, gonna get up early, back of space. Didn't want to take the blocks at the werewolf instead. Gonna try to pick the ball up with the werewolf. Remember, the werewolf is the only ball carrier on this team, really. Anyone can technically carry the ball except for the wraiths, but the werewolf's the only one that can do it effectively. Splatter spelling games are so austere. So there was a misprint in this game at the, I guess it's the first edition. I don't even know if there's another edition, but there was a misprint, and they will send you corrected pieces for free. Save, I mean, you still have to pay for shipping, which I did, which is lovely of them. But all you get is a nondescript, like, letter size envelope in the mail from wherever they are. Yeah, you get this little, just a little envelope from the company. It's like a friend writing you a letter from like the Netherlands, wherever they are in the Netherlands. And you open it up and there's just a little sheet of game pieces. It's so nice. 10 seconds to go here in turn 11. One die block again on the troll, and again gets the foul. Conspicuous Disunion on the bonus clock. Only 19 seconds down on the bonus clock. They have the ball on the opposing 4-yard line in the left wide zone, just off the sideline. Turn 11 for the Gunner Gitz. Gunner gets in the lead currently. Again, these stunty teams, very, very tricky to play. Definitely some of the hardest teams to play in Blood Bowl. I still argue ogres are the worst. Kemri is up there just because they can't hold the ball at all. See that block gets CB, gets a foul here. Another thrown goblin, right? Just threw him into the atmosphere, right off the pitch. Uphill block on the ball carrier. Gets a push out of this. There he goes. Get him. Get him. Throw him. Get out of here! I never liked you anyway. Failed dodge in the right wide zone. Gets a reroll out of dodge. Works out. Turn 12. Back in Conspicuous Disunion. You were never my friend. Puppy says, how many goblins are still on the pitch? Oi. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6, I think. There's 1. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like I'm off by 1. Nope. 6. There he is. There he is. Dude, I block. I've got to get healthy. This is not going to work out. Going to take the trade, and the trade works out. Oh no, it didn't! It did not work out! Both players removed. That's a trade in favor of the Gunner Gitz. Lost the Flesh Golem. SP Beaver says that is a hero goblin. That is. There's only 5 left on the pitch, but he is a hero, a champion. Space Kook fails the really stupid roll. It's going to remain in place. That was a 2+ because the other troll was beside number 11. Ball currently parked on the opposing 18-yard line with not a goblin in sight, save for this fella. Save for this fella. Gonna get struck. Yeah, 2 rushes. No fear. Takes a mark on Mr. Wickles. The 3+ dodge by gonna get that bread. Becky says, does using another troll work for very stupid? Sure. You just need a teammate next to you. Fail to dodge this time. Skates across the pitch. 1 rush or 2 rushes? No rushes. SP Beaver says, it may only be 5 on the pitch, but at least 3 of them are not really stupid. That is true. Good 2+ dodge. Way back in no man's land. Gotta get up early. Dodging toward the sideline, dodging the safety. Yeah, I don't think there's any rule against it. You just have to have a teammate next to you. 3-die blitz. Gets a dodge push against this heroic number 7 goblin lineman. Oh, is that what it was? Cobblestone, you didn't declare the blitz. I see. Yeah. And there's the score. 1-1 the score. Conspicuous Disunion gets on the board, but now the Gunner Gitz have an opportunity to try to win this ball game. Really needs to stop drooling. Like nobody likes a drooler. Did they get? I think they got back 2. Conspicuous Disunion to set up their defense. They have all 11 on the pitch. Looks like it's going to be 11v7 on the pitch, so a 3-man advantage, 3-man player advantage for this defense, with a full quarter to go for the Gunner Gitz to try to win. Gonna throw a goblin. gotta better hope they get some goblins back. Yep, so 11v7 on the pitch. Everybody on the line in the defense. This defense knows they have a speed advantage. They know they have a player advantage. They're going to try to murder some goblins here. All right, we'll see if I wish we could see where they chose to kick. I'll be interested to see where this kick ends up. Yeah, so a shallow kick here. So Conspicuous, I have to imagine that was intentional. Conspicuous Disunion lining up on the line here, trying to murder some goblins, get at this ball, try to win this 2-1 in this final quarter. SP Beaver says they have the speed advantage, strength advantage, player advantage, but do they have the heart? I don't think they have the heart advantage. In fact, I know they don't have the heart advantage. Do you know why? They are necro. They have no hearts. Aspire demanding death. Ball kick to the 6. Just to the right of this troll. Eats his green erg. Festook says, but Necro is best. Rupal says, my flesh golem has 4 hearts. Your flesh golem has nothing. Your flesh golem is lacking in heart. Although he does have very cool green glowy stuff, which I assume is warpstone of some sort. Seconds for the gunner Gitz, trying to figure out how they're gonna win this ball game. Both teams here are trying to win this game, I think. 3+ dodge, fails. Had got the reroll out of the dodge skill. Successful grab of the ball, fails. This team really can't afford that right now. Cobblestorm deciding whether to take the risk on the 3+ loner. Did, but throw the 1. Yeah, that's a big loss for this team here. No tackle zones on the line now. Turn 14 for Conspicuous Disunion, and just like that, maybe this Goblin team's playing for a draw. Chronicles. Man, I want to play that again. I have to finish Death Stranding before Death Stranding 2 comes out. Monster Hunter comes out this Friday. SP Beaver says this would be the first Goblin draw. It would indeed. Intense pressure from this defense. Significant player advantage. Strength advantage. Conspicuous Disunion wants this ball in these final turns. They're going to have to tear it out of the hands of Gonna Get That Bread. Turn 14 for the Goner Gitz. Ball carrier has been separated from one troll, but not the other. But boy, this troll is marked by 100,000. Let me count this. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Marked by 73,000 players. Tries to projectile vomit against the flesh column. Didn't work out. Projectile vomit. You have to roll d6. On a 1, you actually vomit on yourself. Otherwise, it's an iron break. 3+ dodge into the left wide zone. Blitz by the formerly stupid troll, but now he's bright. He's smart. He knows what's going on. Going after this werewolf, gets the knockdown. Remember, punting is also an option. Let's see if Cobblestone can hold on to this ball. This dodge fails, succeeds on the leader. They punt. They pass to Claire. Gonna try to protect this ball off to the left sideline, or the left wide zone. So the current ball carrier is currently 1 space out of scoring range. So I don't think anyone's going to be able to score for this Goblin team. Just trying to hold out so it's not a loss. 2-die block on the number 10 troll gets a push. Oh no, no. He is in scoring range. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, he's in scoring range. He's in scoring range. Blitz. Go! Oh! Got the knockdown and the KO to boot. Good effort here, but got removed thanks to Cuthbert Crawls, the number 16 Wraith. Ball's going to end up on the 10-yard line. And now Conspicuous Disunion. Their werewolf is way out of place. I think this might be a draw. Like I says, who can try to pick up the ball? The problem is, let's say Caveman can't pass. Nobody can do anything. Nobody can do anything. Zombie can't do it because he doesn't have a passing ability. The werewolf's gonna remain on the ground anyway. Turn 15 for the Connor Gitz. Oh, you mean try to score? Like just by running it in? No, not with one turn left. Could the flesh golem score? No. It's just an enemy of 4. Throw's gonna get a job. SP Beaver says he can. He cannot. He cannot. This flesh golem here. Oh yeah. You're right. With the handoff. There's no handoff. Doesn't have a pass roll. SP Beaver, thank you for the bits. The emergency rush warning. Like I say, I'm not saying it's good odds. I'm saying it's possible. Yeah, I didn't even think it was possible. I wasn't even considering a handoff. I mean, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, I still thought he was going in this direction. Reroll on the failed rush. You know why that worked out? Fake SP Beaver for that. Failed dodge here. Re-rolls it with the dodge skill. SP Beaver says that was for the flesh golem vote. Well, you still have time. Turn 16 for Conspicuous Disunion. Can they win this game? It's not looking good, but there's no reason not to try, especially with a low-value player like a zombie lineman. Gets the knockdown here on the blitz with Cuthbert Crawls. Good 50-50 dodge. Come on, pick it up, buddy. I believe in you. Couldn't pick the ball up. This is going to be a draw game, 1-1 the final. Oh boy, that was a lot of fun. Looking for some SPP here. Cobblestorm playing a great game here. Again, these Stunty teams very, very difficult to play. Cobblestorm showing how to make it work with the Goblin team. Didn't win this game, but every single turn had an opportunity, even until the very last turn there. And, stayed in this game despite a significant player disadvantage. The GG foul. GG foul not only gets called off, but Chime gets called off too. Get out of here. That's the final 1-1 the score. Oh, well done, well done, well done. So with that, the Connor Gitz the Goblin team in a 3-way tie for second place here in Division B. Congratulations to Cobblestorm and to Chime for the draw as well. Both teams still undefeated. Plenty of more games to go here in this first competition of the season. Plenty more competitions to go to boot. We'll take a look at the schedule before we leave for the evening. Coming up next this Thursday, February 27th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's UTC -5. We're going to have Nerdstrom's Nose Count versus Imitation Skaven and Nathan. That's War Horseman versus Venger. Norse versus Humans. That'll be fun. I think that'll be a real fun game to watch. Then this Saturday, March 1st, we have the Pipstars versus the Vesuvian Lavabacks. Dead Fred versus Berserker Tempest. That is Lizards versus Lizards. A Lizard mirror match, and then we're going to close out the week with a doubleheader on Sunday, March 2nd, starting at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be the Goodest Boys Strike Back versus the Dinnerbell Darlings to get things started. Old Gamer Mike versus Doug the Minotaur. Necro versus Dwarves. And then we'll finish out the week with the Discomancers versus Wooden Men and Iron Trees. Ian versus S. Beaver. Necro versus Wood Elves. After that, Week 4 will begin to be scheduled. Week 4 of 9 here in the Chaos Cup before the cut to top 8. It's a top 8 this season instead of a top 4. And when those Week 4 games get scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to those schedules on our website at maml.club. That's maml.club. Here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, X, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel. Play Blood Bowl, man. Play Blood Bowl. This is a game. You could be a team full of goblins with noisemakers and chainsaws, and you can spin around the pitch and make yourself dizzy with a ball and chain. It's so much fun. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, and Xbox, and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store. Until this Thursday, February 27th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the stream. I appreciate it. I love this game. I'm glad I get to share it with folks. And enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening.